A little dish of ketchup and spicy mustard for dippers for people when they go to pick up their poppers. Oh, that's fun to say, pick up their poppers. Okay, so now this seems like a kind of a weird transition, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Since it's our first potluck, our segue is that our first guest began his long career banging on pots and pans. I know, it's a pretty weak segue. As early as first grade. He then went on to become a member of a very famous boy band, New Kids on the Block, and now he's playing one of New York's, wait. I know, he's coming, he'll be here in a second. He's also playing one of New York's finest on Blue Bloods, an amazing show. Calm down. Check him out, watch the tape.
Miss Linda in church today.
Yeah, she had a thing.
A thing? Sunday morning?
Yeah, it's like as if she didn't work enough. Something came up at work, so now that turned into a thing. So she had a thing.
Okay, so what's with the attitude? It's not as if you have a spotless attendance record.
I don't have an attitude. I'm thinking about the boys.
Really? They seem fine to me.
Okay, let's just say I'm still adjusting.
Please welcome back to our show from the long-running hit Blue Bloods, Donnie Wahlberg. I have to say it. Is that a pepper? Now, Donnie, is that a pepper you just put in your pocket, or are you just happy to see us?
It doesn't sound good either way. I got a pepper in my pocket.
You brought one of my favorite snacks. I love prosciutto and provolone stuffed hot peppers. Delicious.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to our potluck.
Thank you. These are special ones because the peppers are fresh. They're not jarred peppers. And they're banana peppers and cherry peppers.
I see that. You brought it. You brought it. You're getting serious in the kitchen.
That's right. I gotta bring your A game here.
Have you ever been to a potluck before?
No.
We're Donnie's first.
Yes.
Yeah. All you ladies can go home and say, I was one of Donnie's first in life. So welcome to the potluck.
My mother watches this show.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm kidding.
We're kidding.
I'm kidding.
So last time you were here, I taught you how to make a man's meal, a steakhouse meal. And it was proper. It was delicious.
It was good.
We had your chef brother, the chef, Paul, in. He taste tested it. He approved it.
Said it was good.
Have you ever cooked since?
I've cooked steaks. In fact, we barbecued last night.
My guy.
We barbecued some steaks on the grill last night.
How'd it come out?
Very good, very
Excellent.
good. Not quite as good because I didn't have all the secret ingredients that you gave me and taught me about. But we did a little rub and it came out really good.
Good,
On the grill.
I'm proud
Good
of you.
stuff. Good stuff.
You guys were psyched because you were going to open a Wahlburgers. How did it go?
Wahlburgers has been open almost a year now. It's doing amazing.
You know how much I love burgers. I am the self-proclaimed queen of the burger. You think I could get a burger over there?
Well, you know, we do a Burger of the Month contest where people send in their recipes, and we just did the first one. We just did the first month, and it was actually a chicken burger one of all things.
Yeah, chicken burger one. No kidding.
Yep. But I talked to Mark and Paul, and they said that we would love for you to give us a recipe, and we will just automatically you'll win for a month. So
maybe like a meatball patty melt on garlic toast kind of a thing.
Love it. Done.
I could serve that up for a month, right? You guys would be down with it.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that. All right. Season 3 already of Blue Bloods is upon us. So, give us the big tease. Give us the big tease. What's the big pitch for season 3?
Well,
what's going on?
Season 3, I think, we're so far off to a great start. Right off the bat, our season premiere, which will be tonight after this show, I believe. It's amazing. It's a great actor who's an old friend of mine, Michael Madsen, is a guest star.
I love Michael Madsen.
Michael Madsen's amazing.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
Yeah.
What a pro.
He's been out of TV for a while, and he came back to do it special for us, and it's an amazing episode. He's an old suspect who I caught doing a bank robbery a long time ago, put him away, and now he comes back out of jail looking for revenge. And the season's going to be great. I mean, to have a third season is really an amazing thing. I mean, you're on your seventh season.
Seventh here, lucky number 7. So you shoot in New York City, and as we both know, New York City is a character. It's a personality in and of itself. What's like the craziest thing or the last interesting thing that happened to you shooting here?
There's something every day. That's the beauty of it. It's, you know, it's whether it's Yankee fans telling me to go back to Boston, whether it's, you know, but generally the most consistent thing that happens is people do not stop. Like, I'll try everything. You know, I can stop traffic with my badge. I can run across the street, say, hold on, I got to cross the street, and they'll let me go. But when we're shooting a scene, the PAs, you know, have to lock up the street.
Right,
and so, you know, someone's going by with a shopping cart or an old woman, whoever it is, they're supposed to stop and wait and let us shoot. Nobody stops. They just keep walking, and they're like, shut up! I live over there on 43rd. I'm going through. They don't care. They will never let us stop them. They're like, I live right there. They don't care. And it's sort of like you can, and some people don't even know if it's a real, you know, I got a gun out, there's, you know, blanks in the gun, but it's pop, 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 pop. They keep walking. They don't care. They're just New Yorkers are going to go where they got to go, and they got to get there when they got to get there, and they don't care what anybody says.
We're tough, we're focused, we're strong. So how was the big touring? Was it tougher to be out on tour with a few more years under your belt than back in the day?
Well, we were the United States in the summer with New Kids and Backstreet Boys, and this last summer, that was amazing. And this last summer, we did Europe. We went from Europe to Australia to the Far East and then to South America, and it was brutal. The world tour, yeah, at 20, it's like you get the jet lag and stuff, but at 40...
Ish.
It's pretty painful. I have to say, like, we flew in from city to city and I had to go through customs in every country, and I mean, it was really a lot of work, but it really to see the faces of some of the fans in these countries where we haven't been for so long, to see how happy they were to see us back there, it made it all worth it.
It was totally worth it. So I also heard you grew a stash during the tour. Now, if I worked with Tom Selleck, I don't think I'd ever be brave enough to try and grow a mustache.
You know what? I was a little leery coming back after the tour. I actually for one episode. I just wanted to do something different. I get sort of, after 8 months of playing Danny Reagan, and when I was going on tour, I just wanted to do something different. So I had a goatee for a few weeks, and I said, I'm just going to go with the stash. And I fell in love with it, and fans were teasing me everywhere on Twitter, and like Backstreet Boys fans who were a little younger than our fans would see me and go, oh, that's creepy. You know, they didn't get it. So the guys in my group decided to team up, and they all put on fake stashes one night, and that was pretty fun. But when I came back to Blue Bloods, I asked if I could keep the stash for 1 week. Sort of, you know, like father, like son. You know, Tom Selleck's son on the show has a stash, and they said, absolutely not. No. There's one stash on this show.
And big stash.
Yeah, that's right. It belongs to Dad, so shave. So I shaved. Oh, well.
So listen, it's time for the big three, but we wanted to make it a little more fun today because it's a potluck party. Go choose 3 questions out of those cards. Here we go.
Should I be afraid of these questions?
Come on. Okay. Who's your first celebrity crush? Well, that's a goodie.
You know, I don't know if this is going to date me too much, but Christy McNichol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Foxes.
And ironically, when I was a kid, Kristen McNichol was on the show Family as well.
I remember
and
that.
Leonard Goldberg, who is the executive producer of Blue Bloods, was the executive producer of Family. And so I always ask him, oh, where's Kristen McNichol up to these days?
How's Christy doing these days?
Yeah, but he says she's an amazing woman, an amazing talent. They said she's one of the greatest child actors anyone's ever met.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm from that day. First car. What was your first car, and what are the stories that car would tell?
Oh, well, they probably got some great stories. The first car I ever bought, I was on tour, and I hadn't been home in about 4 months, and we had no car. My whole life we didn't have a car. We used to drive in my dad's work truck. So when I could finally buy a car, I called my brother Mark, who was at home, and Mark was pretty unknown, and completely unknown at the time. And I said, Mark, I'm going to get a car. What should I get? And he said, get a Jeep Cherokee, Jeep Grand Cherokee limited edition. I said, okay. So I had the car waiting for me at the airport when I landed for Christmas. I drove it home, and when I got home, you know, I loved it. Mark came out, he was like, this is incredible. And I said, good, it's yours. And I gave him the keys, and yeah, we shared it. We shared it for a while. Yeah. We shared it for a little while, but
That is a great story.
the most amazing stories would be that the car would tell would be Mark's stories, because Mark was a wild kid, as everyone knows. So I'm sure there are some doozies that I don't even want to hear.
There's some good ones that probably would burn both our ears, right? That's a lovely story. I love knowing that. All right. What is the craziest thing you ever did to get a woman's attention?
I joined a boy band.
To love this guy, but he's a giver. You are all gonna really love him now because he brought everybody season 2 of Blue Bloods. We even have a few extra. If you guys are watching at home, you can go online to win one. Everybody, give it up for Donnie Wahlberg, Blue Bloods, Fridays at 10 p.m. CBS. Hey, do you want to go over and say thank you and hello to 4 members of the New York City Fire Department?
Absolutely, and I didn't eat breakfast, so I'm gonna eat too.
Let's go eat 'em. Come on. What the firemen bring, because we all know the firemen and women are some of the greatest stuff. Guys, Donnie, guys. What did you bring? This looks amazing.
I brought macaroni and cheese.
That's my girl.
I have pan-fried dumplings.
That's my guy.
I have the tortellini with the sauce I made with cherry tomatoes.
Nice. And?
I brought the grilled pork chop and the Carolina slaw.
Nice.
Nicely done.
I brought something too. I brought a pepper. I brought a casino popper that I dropped on my way in. But the 5-second rule is in effect. It's still good.
Delicious.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Delicious.